I decided to have reconstructive surgery after my mastectomy, and I'm really glad I did. It just makes me feel better about me, and I have a breast back, and I had a great surgeon. I had to wait a while for a nipple, and for a while I didn't think that I was going to get a nipple. You know, why do I need one? I'd had enough surgery, and I'd gone through 6 months of chemotherapy, and the breast reconstructive surgery was 6.5 hours, so the thought of having another surgery I wasn't crazy about. But then I realized one day at the gym that I probably needed a nipple. I really probably did. I noticed there was a guy on the other side of the gym that kept staring at me, and you know, women always know when a guy's looking at them, except I could tell he wasn't looking at me. He was looking at my girls. And his eyes would go from one to the other, back and forth, until it dawned on him, she doesn't have a nipple. She's only got one nipple. And I could just see it in his face when it happened, and he dropped the weight on his foot, and it was all I could do to keep from laughing. I thought it was really hysterical. But it did give me pause for thought, and I thought, I probably need to get a surgery, nipple surgery, but until I could get that scheduled, that I would see if I couldn't find something to take its place, a fake nipple. And so I started going through the house, and I'd look for like a pair of old earrings, and no, that was too big, or a little crystal I had, and that didn't work. And then I even looked at grapes, and the grape was too big. I finally found the right thing, and it was in a box of dried raisins that had been in the refrigerator for probably a year. But when I put it in and I got it just right, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, and nobody ever knew. One day I was leaving the house, and I was in the car, and I was halfway down the driveway, and it occurred to me that I had forgotten my raisin. But I didn't want to have to go back. So I hopped out of the car, and I started looking on the ground until I found a little tiny rock. And then I looked at my reflection in the car window, and I put it in, and I got it just right, and drove on down the driveway. So just get creative, you know, don't sweat it. It's no big deal. You're here, you're healthy. There's a lot of other things to get fixated about other than you don't have a nipple.